I'm just doing this by eyeball. Well, that's pretty solid. Turn it to the right, clockwise, turn it off, counterclockwise. Well, definitely a tricky situation here. Got this tree to come down with a ladder on it. I've got a strap around there. I'm going to put a snatch block on there, pull it to that tree and that tree. Right now I'm just getting set up. I'm not going to talk much. I'll put voiceover in afterwards because I just wanted to do too much to do to stand here all day talking. But the difficult thing is the tree's got to go that way. There's a building there and there's a building there, and I really can't afford to lose control of it. I'm going to use every means I have: back cut, wedges, and pressure. See how it goes. So the plan when I went to my nephew's place was to put a snatch block up in the tree as high as I could get it, pull that to one tree trunk, put another snatch block on another tree beside it, and then use that snatch block to pull away in safety. My intention was to use my quad, but as I was leaving, I wanted to winch the quad tight to my trailer. The winch wouldn't work. It's never not worked before. I pulled a tree over with it in October, and it worked when I went hunting in November. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I'm going to have a look and see what I can do. So this is the situation or setup that I was faced with. About a 50-foot maple tree here my nephew wanted taken down, and it was in the proximity of two sheds. So I really couldn't allow the tree to fall this way. It needed to fall over here. So I had two trees over here to the left that were about 10 feet apart, both mature trees, and another mature tree over here about 50 feet from this one. So I climbed up the ladder, put a strap around here, and then attached using a shackle or a clevis and pin a snatch block pulley here. I ran the cable through there and I anchored it here. Then I brought the cable from the snatch block around to this tree, put another tie on this tree and a snatch block pulley here, and then went around this pulley to a tow strap and then connected that to a come along on this tree. Okay. So we got one snatch block up in the tree, and we need another one over there, but for now I got to get an anchor point around this one. I grew up on a farm and had lots of examples showing whether you can do things if you want. So I'm not afraid to try things and experiment. Getting the attach points to the trees, the clevis, the snatch blocks, the cables, attach points to the other trees, anchor points and snatch blocks, and the come along, everything took me almost an hour and a half before I get to this point here, starting the chainsaw. I've taken my time here because this is the first really dangerous tree I've ever taken down, which is why I'm using all techniques I know, pulling it with the come along and the snatch blocks and using wedges to control it, stop it from coming back. I'm not a professional logger by any means at all. I'm just willing to try things and take chances. And I need to be able to see if the trees are going too high left. Hey, hold it. Just hold it. I want to get to bang these wedges in. Is the tree moving?
A little bit.
Okay. I gotta make a cut on the other side. You don't have a lot left you can pull, eh? You only got about 2 feet left.
I can probably crank it a bit more.
Well, don't yet. I'll signal you when I want you to. Bang those wedges in a little more. Try to cut some more. Crank as I'm cutting them. Just wait. It would seem that the weight of the tree is on the ropes. On the ropes and on the wedges.
Yeah, you can definitely see it moving now.
See it moving?
Yeah.
I should have cut it a little further, I guess. Hold it a couple of feet back. Okay, hold it. Couple more, thanks. We're just about done. Time to limb and buck. Limb, buck, and log. So their concerns were valid because he's got a hell of a void in it there. That's why a high stump. Now if you look at the stump here, I've cut more than 50% into the back side of the tree with the saw on the back cut and where the wedges were put in. I only cut 4 or 5 inches into the face of the tree to take out the wedge, and you can see in the middle of there's about 2 or 2.5 inches of holding wood or hinge wood left, and that's just about textbook from everything I've seen. And the very center is rotten there, and there we'll see how far it goes up the log. But for now I want to start marking this thing at 16 inches for the wood. Now there's 16. 16. So after I got the tree down and started cutting it up, my brother-in-law came along and helped me get all the attach points to the trees and the cables and the pulleys removed, and he started piling and sorting the wood out, and we got it in the trailer and hauled most of the big stuff away that day. Anyway, for me it was a difficult, but I enjoy a challenge. It was difficult, yet fun at the same time, and a rewarding challenge. So all in all, it was a good day. So fortunately, I had backup plan, and I had a come along, and I was able to come along, get my nephew pulling on the come along to assist with pulling the tree in the direction I wanted to go, and it did go exactly where I wanted it. I used every technique I knew how to get a tree to go where I wanted it to go. And I got to thank the Buck and Billy Ray experience for a lot of that information. Snatch blocks, thank YouTube in general. I watched a couple of videos on snatch blocks, how to use them and what they do. So pulling, the problem is with the quad I can pull 30, 40 feet, maybe 50 feet with a winch. But with the come along, I'm pulling like 5 or 6 feet. And that may double through the pulleys. I'm not sure exactly how that math works out. 6 feet on the come along might equal 12 feet pull on the tree when you go through 2 pulleys. I'm not sure. But anyway, it was enough, barely enough. So between that and, of course, Buck and Billy's whacking wedges was what finally brought it down. I put 2 big wedges in there, doubled them up, and give them a couple more whacks with the sledge, and over she went. But got to get this winch to work, see what I can do. Now, I'm no expert on winches. This is the first quad I've ever owned, and it's the first winch I've ever used or operated in my life. But again, thanks to YouTube, the world's newest library. I mean, what do you need books for when you can watch videos? I think what's wrong with this is it's in free-spool. If I hit out, I can pull a cable in. But it's not, yeah, so it's just free-spooling. I hit the in. It draws it in for an inch or 2, but it won't keep pulling. So the business end of that thing is right here. Down in here. I need to get this cap off and have a look at the mechanism that allows it to engage or disengage for free spool. And there's a snap ring on there I got to get off. Okay, so we got ourselves a very fine tipped snap ring plier tool. Okay. Well, that makes life a whole lot simpler. So I got the snap ring off, got the cap off. And I don't know if I captured that when I took this apart from that distance, but this bracket was sitting like this. And I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to go in like that. And now, trying to get this thing back on. Okay, I don't know what that does, but let's see what happens. I hit in. Nothing. Out. Nothing doing. So what the hell? Take that off. See what looks inside there now. Take it straight off. Now it's in this thing. So that should fit in there like that. Okay. So I finally got it figured out. This thing needs to be springy and it needs to be able to switch back and forth. So that little metal bracket that was in there and this concoction here is critical on how that winch works. That's pretty finicky. Yeah, so this arrangement here was out of whack. It's working now, so I want to start the quad so I don't run my battery down too much.